Okay, so it's been a while. Welcome to part 3 of Pokemon Shining Pearl. Last time we made it to Gridania, or is it Gridania? No, it's Interna. I'm getting it entirely wrong because the gym leader, of course, the name is, yeah. Anyway, so while I'm getting things about Sinnoh wrong, please ignore that. The whole nostalgia factor for me when it comes to Sinnoh region as a whole. Of course, last time we went into the Grand Underground after making our way all the way through, and of course we did the Oldberg Gym beforehand, all of that, and of course we found some nice stuff like a Krogunk and a Houndoom. Yeah, we're going to work the Grass-type gym. Anyway. Anywho. For the record, for anyone who happens to tune in onto the stream, that question there, what song do you have in your head, is for the Twitch chat, so I can then have some response to have with people. Kind of a nice idea, in my opinion. And for anyone on YouTube, answer the question in the comments. What song do you have in your head? Just any song that you just randomly get into your head at any time. Because, you know, it is an interesting topic. Me personally, if anyone is wondering, recently, due to certain recent events, I've been very stressed. And when I'm stressed, I end up going into random rabbit holes. This time, it was Serial Experiments Lane. A relatively obscure anime that existed in the 90s. Its opening theme is Duvet by Boba. And now that's been in my head for the past several days and I can't get it out. TikTok tried to do the smart thing and try to disrupt things. Quite unfortunately not well enough, because recently I've been getting in my feed like a whole bunch of 2000 songs that were used for like AMVs and whatnot, back in a different time period of YouTube. Anyway, yep, there we go. Just there's a little secret alcove here, which lets you a super potion. But basically, so it's like, oh, you just like hear like My Demons by Starset, several Skillet songs. Right, are we able to charge the gym immediately? At my gym, no one gets to battle with the gym leader, me, until they've beaten all the other trainers. Yeah, so Gardenia, whatever. Anyway, I'll be waiting for you. Good luck, Challenger. Welcome to the Grass-type gym. Now in Pokemon Platinum, the design of the gym did massively change to be more themed around you having to try and make a clock spin around, which involved beating up the trainers. In Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, however, it's a woods. And you simply just run around trying to figure out where the current trainer that you have to fight is, because they'll only spawn in once you've beaten the previous one. So that's just a little fun fact there. Of course, all the Pokemon in this gym are of the grass type. It's a grass type gym, it's not surprising in the slightest. Although it is if you solely play fan games that decide, hey, I'm just going to just boost the wall with whatever's actually there, even if it's maybe a specific type, just to screw with people who'll be like, I know how this gym works, I'm just going to start my team with this thing. Like, fan games are weird. I just don't get why they do that. Anyway, this trainer has a Cherubi, and we don't... Where's our fire type moves? Damn it, game. Anyway, well, we have Smog, and that is super effective against grass, but it won't be Stab. So I don't think it's as effective. We should be using Starwavia. As you might see, my wall has had some additions to the cool dudes, namely just Houndoom. Because, let's face it, where else are we going to be fucking getting a Houndoom when we play a game like this? If I go back to Johto at any time playing a random Pokemon game, we're not getting Houndoom till after the Johto League, and that's when I usually go, what? I've had my fun, I'm going to go do something else. I mean, I beat the Elite Four, I am the champion. And that's why I don't really give a shit about Kanto in Gen 2, because it just isn't as need to. Now we are going to be switching, because Roselia is grass poison. Smog ain't going to do as much. And I think that's one of the benefits some grass poison types have, is that, yeah, at the end of the day, poison's not as effective against it. But we do have Starwavia, which is really good for this gym. There's a reason why most people's teams end up having a Staraptor. It's nice to have for coverage in some of the battles in amongst the first couple of routes. It's easy to get your hands on, intimidate. Both the grass and the fighting gyms are second and third gyms, so it's a good Pokemon to have for that purpose. I do believe that okay, the next trainer is at the end past 2 boulders. Okay. The thing is I do think that there could be some flaws with the idea of people's teams, but then you look at the Synodex and it's like, actually, you know what? It's because those Pokemon are good, and the Synodex isn't that strong. And it's like, yeah, it isn't. Especially if you're playing like the latest gens. Even Legends Arceus, which is Agent Sinnoh, like, it's got a much better dex. My grass type Pokemon can dole out some serious special attacks. I won't let you win easily. Trainer says while behind a tree. Crap, now I'm gonna get 21 Pilots in my head. Oh, that's actually a topic of discussion. So recently, 21 Pilots have decided to put red tape all over the eyes of various parts of their album covers for some undisclosed reason. I don't know why, but hey, you know, if it's them teasing what they're doing next, then fair enough. Other than that, it's just kind of a neat thing to see. I don't see many bands doing that on streaming services, funnily enough. I'm surprised the experimentation started and ended with the whole pay-as-you-go thing that occasionally occurred. My big example of that one would be in Rainbows by Radiohead, but that is, to be fair, that is legitimately their best work. The fact that you didn't have to spend normal prices for it is a bit bizarre, but then I'm an idiot who, of course, didn't when it was actually the case, and got in Rainbows physically in like 2018, because I only got into the band when I was in college, so that was a little bit of a dumb move, but regardless. This trainer has Badoos, and we're just biting the shit out of them, because at the end of the day, Stab Bite, while it's not super effective, it's still murdering the shit out of the Badoos. Because Badoo has relatively low stats, and Badoo, at the end of the day, is a friendship evolution during the day, which, I mean, for me, that's not a problem. I happen to be playing video games during the day most of the time. But for those that like to play at night, well, now you're going to have to mess around with your Switch date and time stuff, and This next trainer in the middle of 3 trees. Why do they say trees twice? If they were Irish, it'd be, why are they saying trees twice? That's it for my hint. Good luck. Well, the trees, a tree. I probably should not do that. Well, here's 3 trees, but there's no trainer here, so that means we'll be having to go a different place. You thought they'd all be on the same side? No. Because here's 3 trees instead. And, oh, trainer. Even when you try to conceal it, you can't hide the aroma of flowers, which suggests that some trainers may be getting to the other gym trainers through the idea of smelling. Unfortunately, Nintendo didn't invent a way to make you smell your way through a gym, thank fuck for that. And wait a second, this trainer's using a Turtwig! Yes, a Turtwig's being used. I don't want to harm it now. You know what, we don't need to play the game. No, okay, I'm lying, obviously I'm having to do this. I use Smog when Turtwig gets battered. But, oh no, I poisoned the Turtwig. Oh, what am I doing? Turtwig's on my cool dudes bit. Just because. It's Turtwig. And Turtwig's great. And my eyes have watered up a little bit. I'm apologizing. I seem to be getting into it a bit too much again. Generic response about levels that aren't leveling up, damn it. Just like your ability, conceal your abundant skill. Yes. What else have I been doing while trying to... Oh yeah, beside 4 flowers, we actually can see them. They've spawned over there through those trees. What else have I been doing? Oh yeah, I've been playing Honkai Star Rail. I'm not going to spoil the Penacony stuff, but like, man, Hoyo, you gotta do it to us like that. And oh, the ending of what currently has occurred before the whole to be continued malarkey is like, oh, there's a lot more going on than we'd assumed. But all in all, it certainly, I don't mind it. I just wish that one of the fights you had to do didn't revolve around dots, because I had to then spend a week building an entire new team just to be able to do it. Not fun, mind, because grinding in Star Rail is painful. Roselia! So I'm not saying much variety in terms of the overall amount of Pokemon that we're dealing with here, but that's fine, it's to be expected. Oh, pardon me. Up to level 19 for Houndoom. We beat them, ha 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 ha. There's only our gym leader left. Go on. Don't be afraid. You know, if it wasn't for the fact that, I actually have, like, some other ideas, that I wouldn't mind streaming. But then, I won't tell the game, but let's just face it, camera control with your mouse. Second monitor, not liking that fact. But hey, if it means I stopped getting to be nostalgic over games that I spent many an hour playing instead of the big tough manly games, then hey, you know, it is what it is. Because that's why, when I was a child, I was playing Pokemon and various other more kid-friendly franchises, or at least IPs that my parents were willing to actually accept seeing me play with adult supervision. While every single other child was busy playing them Call of Duties and their Gears of War on their Xbone 360s. I never had a 360. So I had a Nintendo Wii. So, you know, fucking great, that ain't it? It's hard to bond with other people when it's like, oh, I love playing Halo, and what do you love playing? Go Diego, go adventure thingy. Legitimately a game I do actually still own. Funnily enough, I do this as a Door Small one, I do own as well. The curse of having younger siblings meant that there was a lot of games that normally I wouldn't have, that I just randomly still have in storage. Okay, let's think. Yeah, this is fine. We'll go with this first, and then if things fuck up, then things fuck up. Because we do have a lack of fire. Shame, but not much I can do about that. That's just because Houndoom didn't start with a fire time for whatever reason. You kept me waiting. Oh yes, I had to explain things. I'm Eternia's gym's leader, Gardania, the Grass-type master. When I first saw you, I was convinced you'd find your way to me. My hunch was right on the money. You have a winning aura about you. I do. So anyway, this will be fun. Let's have our battle. And so a round of Pokemon fisticuffs galore starts to occur. And she begins with a Cherubi! I think I've explained Cherubi before, but Cherubi evolves into Cherim, which has the quality of opening up itself when it comes to being in the sun, which is a nice little thing to have as a bit of like a showing of a thing, like, hey, you know what, sun does do things. So she's spamming growth because, let's face it, it's a grass type, it's got grass type moves, it's going to need to raise its attack so the grass type moves actually do something. It's a shame our smog seem to be missing. Oh, safeguard. That's actually quite useful, I'm going to admit. I'm just going to bite because smog's being so not effective at actually hitting. Some of our other twats leveled up. And Gridania also has a Turtwig. Shame mine already evolved, otherwise I could be like, ah, same! Snap! Now I have 2 Turtwigs. Haha. That ours doesn't work. You know what? Using Bite's actually not a bad idea because it does mean Turtwig can get flinched. Yeah, I'm flitch spamming. I hate flitch spamming, by the way. So me doing this is just being a hypocrite. Just like insert any political party here. Like, no, seriously, all political parties are hypocrites. They'll only say what they want to say to try and get your vote. That's how they work. But that's enough about politics. Let's talk about Pokemon some more. I like Pokemon. As evidenced by the plushie, which had more, but I don't have space for more. She is using all her super potions on the Turtwig. Actually, you know what? That's good. That's good. I don't want her to be using it on Moserade. You know what? I don't have space for plushies, and at all in my room. Like, most of the room is taken up by this setup that I've got. You may or may not have seen parts of it in, say, some of my YouTube shorts, maybe even 1 or 2 TikToks I've done on TikTok. But this isn't my only plushie. Of course, I might have explained it before something. I may have, or may not have. But I actually do have quite a few My Little Pony plushies. Mainly just of the main 6, but they are all in a box, just over that way. Literally over that way. They're just in the way of my desk. There's a chest of drawers. That's usually where my clothes get put, as well as a bunch of plushies in a box just on top of it. And also, there are some sunglasses over there actually. Huh. I forgot where I keep forgetting where they are. I don't know if they'll be more useful for stream or something. Anyway, so yeah, woes away. We actually are going to switch to Starwavia for the intimidate purposes. I'm actually going to see if I can reach over. No, I'm not going to be able to. I was going to, but then I realised I can't. There is too many stuff that I would just end up knocking over. So yes, we switched into Starwavia for this woes away, so we intimidate it, so if it has any physical attacks, that will be less effective. Woes away, the fully evolved form of the Badoo line. Yeah, Roselia was only just a single stage back in Gen 3. Now in Gen 4, it has more. And requires a Dawn Stone. And if you happen to be someone who happens to... hang on, where's my... I actually can showcase this. Because I remember where I've got it from. Wait, where's Drastic? Continue, or will that... Oh, no, that loads up a Yu-Gi-Oh! One. Okay, change game, platinum, start. Should just be a start. Wait, while I do some battle animation stuff, we're going to go for wing attack. And we're getting stun board. That's always great to have happen while I'm doing this. Stun Spore means we're now paralyzed, and there is a chance we will now just straight up not even attack. We did quite a bit of damage there. As a berry, because of course it does. Yeah, Journal's been on since I played in here. No. I legit, I don't know if it will come out well on the camera, I legit have a shiny one on Drastic. And it's annoying getting a Dawnstone, because you have to get quite far through the game in order to get one. So, her having a level 22 one, like, is a pain in the ass. Because it's fully evolved for starters. And that's kind of nice to have. So, us being paralyzed means we are in a disadvantaged position. But understandable why the game does that. That was not very effective. Oh no. Yay, we won! Never mind, we don't have to worry. Starwavia just beats through the paralysis and just wins. which I'm fine with that happening. Funnily enough, I prefer not getting all rageful. Pokemon is a lot more calming. For anyone who's wondering, I am of course referring to certain situations in Cold Steel 2, and me ending the series there, because I don't want to get stressed again. I'm a very stressful person, and it does hurt me psyche sometimes. Anyway, most of my Pokemon level up, which is cool. Oh, and Grotle wants to bite. You know what? Fair enough. You never know when you're going to be taking on a psychic type, and Tackle really is starting to not be that useful. It's fine early game when everything's using it and there's no ghost types, but when you start getting to areas where there are ghost types, you need something other than the normal type move. And also, 40 base power is kind of weak. Amazing! Yay! You're very good, aren't you? Yay! Ah! We got 2,904 Pokédollars for winning. I might have said it before, but you're really tough. Wasn't it hard for you to raise your Pokemon to be so good? I guess that's a measure of how much you love your Pokemon. In recognition of that, I proudly grant you this. Da, 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 da. We got another badge, and our first badge is quite dirty there. We received the Forest Badge from Garden. With the Forest Badge, the Hidden Move Cut will be available from your Pokédex. Now that you have 2 badges, all Pokemon you receive in trades will obey you up to level 30. I also got something else for you. These are a gift from me. You obtain the stickers that Narnia uses. I'm going to keep mucking up her name. I can't help it. TM86 are also granted to us. And it contains Grass Knot. The heavier the opposing Pokemon, the more damage this move will cause. Interesting idea that the power is based on weight more than anything else, but at the end of the day, when you want something that's definitely more consistent against all Pokemon of the types that are weak to grass, then, you know, the alternative. Anyways, we can't head downwards due to that being Slaking Road. We can head into the bike shop and notice that there's no one here. Except for this kid, and who mentions that the manager's gone off to the Team Galactic building. So, clearly we've got work to do. There is definitely something afoot. Anywho, let's go to the Pokemon Center and heal our team. It's a wise decision. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Maybe I should put like the text or like Chris's answer just as like a thing. I don't know. Do 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 do. As we try heading this way, a mysterious person. This is Cynthia, by the way, before anyone says anything. I do know that. Oh, is that a Pokédex? You must be helping Professor Rowan. What's your name? We give a name. Okay. Hello, Chris. I'll be sure to remember that name. My name is Cynthia. I'm a trainer, just like you. I've been studying Pokemon mythology lately, just out of curiosity. Here in Eterna City, there is a statue of an ancient Pokemon. According to myth, it was an extremely powerful Pokemon. Who knows, you may encounter something like it while you're travelling with your Pokédex. Try using these, they should help you on your way. We obtained some TM93s! Cut in the Hidden Moves app allows you to chop down small trees that are blocking your way. Remember, you can use the Hidden Move Cut from your Pokédex in the field. It will let you go to places that were previously inaccessible to you. That's important for filling up your Pokédex, right? Then luck be with you, young trainer! So Cynthia has now just given us the means to be able to enter the Galactic building. Obviously, if we head over to the statue... Oh, this looks like Dialga to me, but okay. There's some writing on the Pokemon statue. PAL. Once created, brought forth the many dimensions. All things, alive or not, are we at the same space. Such is the blessing of PAL. The text is very legible and has faded completely in places. This is obviously talking about PAL World. That is a lie, of course. Why would it be? PAL World is a very recent game that I haven't actually played much of outside of the stream, because I just have an element to... There's just part of me that just is not a fan of survival games at the moment. Just, I've played too many of them. Now, we could go into the Galactic headquarters, but we can also head over here and Vault 211. Running around the grass nets us an appearance of a Geodude. In some Sinnoh games, I don't remember if it's in all Sinnoh games, you can encounter things like Chime Echo. Or is it just Chingling? Probably just Chingling, actually. And then you can also find Chime, and then Chime Echo is an evolution. Or maybe you can even find Chime Echo in other locations. And there is also a cave there if you really want to go in there. Obviously, that is not where we need to go, because our location is this way. Wild Bidoof helps out by using carts. Seriously, Wild Bidoofs are just the most friendly of Pokemon, I swear. Anyway, running around here, trying to look, see if there's any items about. There isn't that bit. But of course, there is another tree that can be cut down here. Doing so nets us this item down here behind the fence. Giving us TM46, Thief. Thief! It's a move that will, when you attack your opponent, you happen to steal their item. Very not useful in the main story when most Pokemon don't actually have items, but seeing as most of the final Pokemon in a Gym Leaders fight does have at least a berry, it might actually have its worth. Just a thought, of course. And I welcome you to Galactic HQ. Let us put Grotle back up top for the time being. We're going to talk to them. Team Galactic is interested in the world. Our gaze is beyond the stars. Alright, go and colonize Mars then. Welcome to Team Galactic. Are you here to donate your Pokemon? What? You're not? Then kindly get off of our property. Do you have to bring the pain like we did with the Cycle Shop Manager? Okay, so they're doing fucked up things to the Cycle Shop Manager. That's not good. We are gathering Pokemon for an astonishing undertaking. Your meddling won't be tolerated. Sorry, dearie. Team Galactic doesn't accept children as members. Well, while we get assaulted by two Team Galactic grunts, their choice of Pokemon leaves something to be decided, I guess? No, Wurmples and Zubats. They are going to be forever using Wurmples for the early game still. This is post-second gym, and they're still using Wurmples. At least be using the cocoon forms, guys. Fucking hell. But also Zubats here. And lower level than the Roserade. I forget these things sometimes, but I'm just going to say this is going to be really easy if all the Pokemon are just going to keep being too low level. It means either A, I've over leveled, or B, my memories of Gen 4 are very, very wrong. Very wrong. Mainly because back in original Gen 4, you had to actually level the Pokemon individually because that type of experience and share didn't exist until Gen 7. No, not Gen 7, Gen 6. Gen 6 did that. Gen 6 is the reason for this pain and misery, that is, all my Pokemon getting experience at the same time. Thereby removing challenge, thereby making Pokemon suck. This is what some people say, and I question their mentality. I mean, fucking hell, even SMT4 fucking does the shared experience thing. You don't hear Shin Megami Tensei fans complain about that fact of 4, because hey, you know what? It's harder than you think to actually level up your demons. Or maybe they do, and I just happen to not interact with said community because I just happen to play the 3DS entries in silence in a corner in my room sometimes when I just feel like playing a game that's a little bit more demonic than Pokemon, but still not, you know. And I say, oh, I hate stressful games, and then I say, oh, I also like Shin Megami Tensei. Those are not mutually exclusive, ladies and gentlemen. just straight up, I don't know. But then again, I find it fun recruiting demons and doing all that stuff. So maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just a bit weird in the head or something. Or maybe Cold Steel 2 shouldn't have decided to pull my pants down and start spanking me because I happen to think that I could take on the final boss fight. You know. Oh wait, no, the finale boss fight. You know, because that's not the end of the game, and you'd think that would be, but whatever. I need to stop having those transgressions being held up to a game company that don't know that I exist. Anyway, we beat up the Team Galactic ones. There is really nothing to say about the Pokemon that they're using at the end of the day because they're still using Zubats and Wurmples. Welcome to a bunch of them being at laptops. Team Galactic is working hard to find new energy sources for the future. Oh, Jason's incredible. Too incredible for me to understand. I'll fight blindly to defend them and your intrusion won't be forgiven. So they don't understand what they're doing here. But they'll pardon me. But they'll defend whatever's going on? I question ye motive. Wample! Wample. Level 13 Wample. Oh boy. For the record, I don't think we got that much experience out of the Grand Underground from catching a fucking Houndoom and a Krogan. Like, that shouldn't give that much experience, so... Yes, of course I'll switch Pokemon because I actually do care about type advantage game. I am going to be getting really cocky and I'm going to have I'm going to have an Icarus moment and fall from the sun. My rings will burn apart. And then in my head will be Isle of Flightless Birds from 21 Pilots for some weird reason. Yes, I'm going to leave that back round to the question. I'm just going to repeat what I said earlier at the start. If you have a song in your head, please say something, either in the Twitch chat or on the YouTube comments below on how you're watching this, and I'll happily see what you happen to have in your head. I don't know why, but for some reason right now, I've currently got Skillet with Psycho in my head. It was used for Elimination Chamber a couple of years ago, so yeah. But for example, for things that get stuck in my head, well, themes that are used for songs that are used as wrestling themes. Let's see how good this Pokemon is. I saw some weak trainer. And I do blame wrestling sometimes, because at the end of the day, you know, it just ends up getting into your head if you hear it a bunch of times, being like, and of course this PLE has insert song here by band. Off of their new album, or off of their new single, it's like, you know what, it is basically advertisement at the end of the day. But you know, Silcoon. At least they actually are using a cocoon. Although, still, in a way, it should be the fully evolved form. Actually thinking about it, because usually this just means I just get 3 tons to just murder. Anyway, some of these trainers are not required in the slightest, just pointing that out. We are conducting research on new forms of energy. We want to harness the mysterious power of Pokemon. As mysterious as the power of Pokemon can be, fair enough. If only they weren't doing it in an evil manner. I guess they could always have just used other sources to try and do that, but anyway. We love when people come to donate us their Pokemon. And this one sends out a Wurmple. I'm gonna switch which Pokemon I'm having out front, because all I'm doing is fighting these blasted bug types. Okay, switching to Star Avia. Ah, crap. I can't get it out of my head. It sucks. Also, it's fun seeing people do memes or something and to a song, and then I like to play a game whenever I go onto a song on YouTube Music. I like to go into the comments and see how long it takes for someone to reference something said song's been used in. Can't do that with King Crimson, which is a shame, because the JoJo fans probably were in that one, and it probably would have been the first comment, so it wouldn't even be fun in that sense. Ah, we're getting a Swimbat appearance. I think with Duvet I got to comment number 6 before Lane was mentioned, so you know. We battered this grunt, ha 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 ha. Ah, a scientist. Maybe they'll have something different. Our mission is to implement our operations without question. It is all for the new world order that our boss will lead. Well, the potential of a new empire forming aside, scientist Travon. Pardon me. Ah, Kadabra has no one to trade with, so we can't have Alakazam because it is his only Pokemon. Oh, what a shame. Wait, level 15? How do you get a Kadabra at that point? Abra doesn't evolve till level 16. Game Freak, did you cock up the levels? We didn't quit. We used the bite. That was not a quit needed moment there. Grotle, now level 23. This won't go unpunished. We then cut back to the overworld, and he's just grabbing us by the neck of our thing, just going ah ah ah. I'm surprised that doesn't happen. They somehow respect the rulings of a Pokemon battle of just like, well, you beat us in a Pokemon battle. I guess we have no choice but to just not. Actually, you know what? Let's just start with Grotle. It's a Clefairy. It's Clefairy or Clefairy? Yes, Clefairy. And of course, this one here is a Baneri. You there, villain! I will stop you. Did you want something? How silly of me to even ask. You want to free the Pokemon? Yeah, that's gonna happen. I'm sure they mean, yeah, like that's gonna happen. Punches me in the face, knocks me out with a steel chair, then just grabs a Slim Jim and just constantly just to me repeatedly, because, you know, in fact, WDK24, you can use Slim Jims. Thank you, various people with their footage after the embargo lifted. For at least the gameplay. Grotle avoids the supersonic. Ha 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 ha! How insolent! Take a bite of this, child! Oh no! I'm being feeded sleeping pill tea. No, sleeping pill pancakes. No! I should definitely not keep eating this though. Anyone that does do that is like, they're an idiot, obviously. But anyway, obviously I think they were referring to maybe see about having bite. They didn't use it. Skuntank, the evolved form of Stunky, a poison type. I'm going to do the smart thing and switch out a Grotle because grass is weak to poison. I'm not a fool. And Staravia has Intimidate. That is always a good reason to be switching into Staravia. It doesn't matter how many times I beat the same drum. Intimidate, 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 Intimidate. It's a good move. It's a good ability. Besides, what's the worst that could happen me switching into Staravia? Other than, hey, my wing attack did that amount of damage. Skuntank has Flamethrower. That's a double good reason as to why it's good we didn't keep Grotle out. Although, I have a feeling we are going to die horribly. Endeavour might get used. Oh, Flamethrower again. Lives on 1 HP but got burned. No! Damn it! Well, we tried. When our best isn't enough and all that. Right, okay, we need to think this through now. Well, I can't send Grotle in, because... you know what, let's do. Shame about the Flamethrower, because that's a special attack. That means my Intimidates aren't actually doing shit, because that's special. Also, man, Skuntank with Flamethrower at this point, ooh, that is painful. If you don't have Crimple Up. Also, it's a fully evolved Mon at level 20, so yeah, does more damage than you'd probably like it to. Ah, the berry. That's citrus berry all along. Oh well. And it's using poison gas. Meaning we are now on a timer if it wasn't for the fact that we were already getting battered with flamethrowers. Shame I don't have a quick attack. Anyway. Yeah, flamethrower's probably going to kill Luxio and then I'll switch into something that hopefully... Oh no, we live! Okay, I wasn't thinking of how much damage it actually was doing. Aftermath! Kills Luxio, no! You bastard! Why did you have to shoot me Pokemon after I murdered yours? Damn you! Random commander. Luxio, no. Losing to some child. Being careless cost me too much. I'm in tears now. I can't believe Team Galactic would do such an awful, awful thing. Okay, so they're Commander Jupiter for the record. They didn't really mention that at all, so... So anyways, well on to you, Tough. It's okay though, our official Pokemon statue investigation is finished. And Mars has collected the energy from the Valley Windworks. We're pretty much finished here. I'll let you in on one little thing. Our boss is researching the myths of ancient Pokemon. With the power of mystical Pokemon, he will become the ruler of Sinnoh. That's just to keep out of Team Galactic affairs from now on. This is your last warning. Well, we have been sufficiently warned, and this guy now has his Clefairy back, which is great news. They said Clefairy came from space. Hand it over. Their logic baffles me still, it's like they are from space. Clefairy just picks up a Moonstone, evolves into Clefable. Anyway, they're gone now. Thank you very much. I can't thank you enough right now. Just cruise by my cycle shop, okay? Okay, so we did it. We saved the guy that will be giving us our bike. Yay! So yes, now we just have to make our way back down through the building. All the Team Galactic ones are gone. So if you wanted to fight any of the ones that were optional, then that was your time to do so. Before the Jupiter thing. Coding overload. What? I just saw an OBS, encoding overload. What the fuck does that even mean? I'm confused. Anyway, let's go into the Pokemon Center and sort out hitting our team, because we did certainly get a bit battered there by the opponent, as it were. I am excited for video games, believe it or not. WDK24, for example, because I just like playing wrestling video games in my spare time. It's just how I do things. Of course, Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, I obviously am excited to see how they changed things up, like they did with Remake. Not really much else though, because to be honest, like I don't really play new games as often. My computer's a hunk of shit. Oh. Okay, so for frame of reference, for those on YouTube, yes, it's 11 o'clock. Anyway, when I'm doing this. Thanks for rescuing me. I can't thank you enough. Say, let me give you blah 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 blah. I just actually want to say. Please come with me for a moment. I'd like you to choose the colour for your bike. Which one will it be? Blue, red, yellow, or green? We'll go red. It's the standard colour. You want a red bike? Yeah. Marvellous, you've chosen red. The colour of passion. It calls to mind images of the flame on Charmander's tail. It's perfect for you. We chose a Turtwig. Anyway. You put the bike in the bag. Key items. This latest monster will read the operating manual to you. Press the B button to shift gears, it says. In third gear, the bike... I said the beach. What the fuck is wrong with me? The bike cannot reach full speed, but it will be easier to handle. In fourth gear, it can ride at full speed and climb up slopes. Your bike can take you through all sorts of towns, roads and routes. Now get out there and ride. Whoopee! So now we've got a bike. And pressing the B button shifts our gear. Oh wow, you got a bike! You can ride down Cycling Road and end up in Hard Home City. It's a fast and fun ride, you should check it out. Oh yeah, the game... Okay, so the game's basically forcing me to go to the south. Thanks, developers. Oh, but while we're here... Chris, long time no see. Oh, you look puzzled You're wondering who I am. I'm Professor Warren's assistant and Dawn's father. Come a long way at the behest of the professor to help you on your adventure. Let me ask you, how many Pokemon have you met? Oh my, you've met 40 Pokemon. Wonderful, yes, bravo. Professor Warren should be delighted. Here is something for you. We get a rare candy. Rare candies are used to increase the Pokemon's level, which actually does mean that we can actually level up a Pokemon more so if we really wanted to. So yes, our next objective is to go down Cycling Road. I'm gonna save. I'm actually concerned about that encoding thing, because that means that things could be fucked up on the video end. Right, let's think for a second. How long has this been going on for? Oh, under an hour. I said I'd be doing Grass more. I technically have done more actually, because Team Galactic stuff. You know what? This is actually just a good stopping point. Next time we'll head to Hardhome City, and more importantly, maybe I'll be in a good enough state to stream for more than 45 minutes. Anyway, of course, those on Twitch, hope you enjoy live experience and all that shebang and all that stuff. For those on YouTube, I do want to see in the comment section maybe some ideas of what songs you get in your head sometimes, and maybe even the reasoning. Maybe there is no reason, and you're just having to get just that. There's just an earworm of a song that you just heard once, and it's just stuck in your head, repeating continuously. And it's just how it is. Nonetheless, this has been part 3 of Pokemon Shining Pearl, a game that I do like, to an extent of course. I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.